Robbie, just get your assessment of that game tonight.
Gutted. Gutted for the players. I thought it was a wholehearted performance. I thought it was chalk and cheese from our game at the weekend. So I was pleased with that. I think you can tell, and this is no disrespect to the other players, but when you get someone like Paul Downing back in the team, he helps the others. We've had 2 injuries to key players during the game, and I felt the game was sort of on the balance, very, very close, and unfortunately for us they had that one moment near the end, and I think if both managers had shook hands on a draw, both would have been satisfied with that.
What sort of positives can you draw from it? Obviously it's this tough one to take, isn't it, late on?
Yeah, it's always hard in the heat of the moment, and obviously losing such a late goal. I think the positives I can take from was I didn't see any player not giving their absolute all. I felt we created some half-decent moments. We played a different shape, a different style to what I'd normally like to play, but it seemed to work, it seemed to nullify them, and we had a couple of moments on counter-attacks, and maybe just that little bit of quality at the top end of the pitch. You know, I think in particular sort of set plays wasn't great, and you know, it's an opportunity for us to score. But I've said to the players there, although we demand the quality at the top end of the pitch in particular, but everywhere, I'm satisfied that they put a shift in there against a very good team, and like I said, I didn't think we deserved to lose it.
I think those just shows that kind of performance that the players are still trying to fight for every point that's
100%,
available.
yeah, and that should be a given, but we're all human and sometimes they have off days, but like I say, we've got a fair few games left to play. When they perform like that, we'll win games. You know, I've sat here plenty of times and felt a little bit disappointed, even though we maybe picked up 3 points or a draw. Listen, was it a perfect performance? No, but I can take away lots of good things from that. I can take away lots of positives. You know, I felt our quality in the build-up to chances was decent. But you know, the name of the game is trying to sort of be clinical at that top end, and we just weren't quite there.
You just alluded to the injuries to James Ball and to Vaughan Campbell. First of all, sort of how hardy and sort of how did that disrupt sort of?
Well, you're losing two players that we brought in January. Obviously, we're just getting Paul back as well. So I feel that, I mean, it's too early to say the injuries. Tav got a kick on his foot when he had the shot, and James has a groin injury. So obviously key players for us, and looks like they'll be missing for a little bit. So you get one back and you lose 2, which not ideal, but maybe opportunities come around for other players now.
Just on Paul Downing as well, obviously great to have him back, but to get him 90 minutes on the pitch as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's only trained a couple of days really, but he had to play. You can see the quality that he brings. He brings a calmness to us. He makes players around him play well. So with him fit for the remainder of the season, you know, that's obviously a very good thing for us.
And just sort of away from tonight's game, you might be able to get Josh Andrews back into the fold soon. Maybe he played for Birmingham's under 23s.
Yeah, he's been out a long time. I watched the game last night on, I think they've put it through Facebook or whatever, Birmingham, and he did okay. He scored a goal and got 60 minutes, but you know, he's going to be a fair bit off, I think, being involved with us.
Robbie, I think you nailed it. You gutted.
Yeah, I thought that was a harsh result on us. I'm not saying we probably did enough to win it either. Like I said, if Nigel's just sort of shook my hand at the end there and said the draw would have been fair, and I agree with him. So I kind of guess that's where we're at the minute. We're not getting quite the rub of the green, and but I'll stand by a lot of that performance in terms of attitude, in terms of desire to do the right things. We picked a team that could run and be aggressive in that, and I thought for the main they pulled it off quite well.
Would I be wrong to assume, I mean, Bowery came off the bench for them. I mean, he's done that throughout his goal-scoring career. You didn't have that availability to, you know, to change things on the benches, especially with the injuries that you had during the game.
Oh, you kind of get forced into a couple. That doesn't help. You know, there's obviously I might as well mention it. Obviously, the cheers when Luke comes on. You know, Luke's a young boy that's come from the Northern League. Come on,
yeah.
let's make sure that we do right by him. And he's had his injuries. He actually had a funny turn before the game after the warm up, so people don't see that, I accept. But we had a way of playing tonight, and I felt it caused Mansfield a few problems. But yeah, they're a strong team. You know, you've got a Premier League player on loan in midfield, so you know they're not a bad outfit.
Yeah. 6 without a win, when does that become a major concern?
1 without a win's a concern for me. One's a, yeah,
well,
of course.
6 must be then.
Well, 6, of course, and you know there's no hiding that. But if we have that level of play with a little bit more quality, we'll win more than enough. I know where I've got an opinion where we're going to finish, and it won't be where we are now.
What are you looking for then? You mentioned the finish. I mean, you're kind of entering the final furlong of the season. What are you looking for? What would please you more? I mean, obviously, apart from winning every single game.
What would please me? Like I said, I come off there thinking I can't pick an awful lot of holes in a lot of aspects of the game. I thought a lot of players played well, but it's clear we need to improve at the top end of the pitch. But when I say that's in general everything. So the cross needs to be good from the players making the cross. The final pass needs to be a little bit better. The set piece delivery needs to be better to give the forwards a chance to score, and the defenders that come up from the back. So we're always a work in progress. So what would please me is just to improve, and I think if we build on that performance there, it is 100% a million miles away from the game at the weekend. Well, certainly second half. First half we were half decent. So that would please me. Yeah.